Caitlin Clark snags another honor. She's made the Forbes 30 under 30 list. Clark, who is just 22 years old, is the only professional women's basketball player on this list.
It's no secret that Caitlin Clark has been turning heads. From jaw-dropping performances on the court to redefining what it means to be a star in women's basketball, she's become a household name. But her latest accolade has stirred up a storm. Caitlin has officially made Forbes 30 under 30 for sports a huge honor that's got everyone talking. However, not all the chatter is celebratory. Rumblings of jealousy and side-eye from WNBA players have started to surface, and the dynamics are heating up. Let's dive into why this milestone is creating such a buzz and why some professional players aren't too thrilled. Caitlin's inclusion on the prestigious Forbes 30 under 30 list is monumental, and for good reason. The list isn't just about talent, it's about influence. Caitlin's impact on basketball, both on and off the court, has been undeniable. From leading her team to massive victories to becoming a role model for young athletes everywhere, her presence has revitalized attention around women's basketball. But here's the twist. Caitlin isn't even in the WNBA yet.
Honestly, I just look around and I get to play in an arena full of a lot of little kids, a lot of little girls that admire our team, a lot of fans that are here at 8 p.m. on a Tuesday night in the beginning of January, and that's rare for women's basketball, but it's becoming the norm, and I'm just really thankful. I'm trying to soak in every single second because, it's really surreal, and it kind of brings a little tear to my eye, and I'm just grateful that I get to play in a place that really loves women's basketball, supports women's basketball, and they know what's going on. They know when to cheer. They know when not to cheer. They know when to make noise for us on defense. And
now imagine you're a seasoned WNBA player. You've dedicated years to the league, grinding through tough seasons and building your name. Yet here comes Caitlin, still in college, stealing headlines and racking up accolades that some pros haven't even come close to achieving. It's a moment of celebration for Caitlin, sure, but it's also a moment of reflection, and maybe even for those who've been in the league for years without similar recognition. To understand this dynamic, you have to look at what Caitlin brings to the table. Her stats are undeniable. In one unforgettable season, she not only shattered scoring records, but also showcased her ability to perform under intense pressure. Remember the NCAA tournament? Caitlin's electrifying plays had the basketball world glued to their screens. These moments didn't just make headlines, they created a ripple effect. Young athletes began imitating her style, fans couldn't stop talking about her, and brands started knocking on her door. Forbes took notice of this, and it's clear why. Caitlin isn't just an athlete, she's a brand. But for some WNBA players, this sudden rise has opened old wounds. It's no secret that women's basketball has long been overshadowed by its male counterpart. Many WNBA players have fought hard to gain respect, recognition, and better pay. So when a college athlete like Caitlin starts receiving the honors they've worked their entire careers for, it's bound to ruffle feathers. Take, for example, the debate around marketability. Caitlin's star power comes partly from her personality and ability to connect with fans. Her interviews are candid, and her confidence is infectious.
but I think that goes for everybody in this organization, top to bottom. I don't think it just has to be one person. There's a lot of people that are here to support me, and I think that just goes right into the pressure thing. I certainly know there's pressure there. That's been my entire career, but for me, I just have fun playing basketball. I know this is a team sport. It's not all about me. It's not everything I have to do. And when I've been able to understand that, that's allowed me to play my best, I think. And I think it's just using your resources, asking questions, knowing not everything's not going to be perfect, and giving myself a little grace. I think that too is I'm definitely a perfectionist, but I'm at my best when I allow myself to have a little grace and not expect everything to go exactly how it should.
But some players argue that this level of attention should be given to those already in the league, the ones battling it out night after night. The question is, where's the balance? Interestingly, Caitlin doesn't shy away from these conversations. In past interviews, she's acknowledged the trailblazers who've paved the way in the WNBA, expressing gratitude for their contributions. But here's the thing, Caitlin also represents a shift in how the sport is viewed. She's not just playing basketball, she's drawing in crowds that traditionally wouldn't tune in.
I don't really get offended when people say, I've never watched women's basketball before. I think, one, you're a little late to the party, yes, but two, that's cool. We're changing the game, we're attracting more people to it. But at the same time, those little things are just, I think the moments that we'll remember for forever.
This being both a rising star and a disruptor makes her position unique, and it's something not everyone in the league is ready to embrace. What's even more fascinating is the timing. Caitlin's Forbes recognition comes at a pivotal moment for women's basketball. The WNBA has been pushing for more visibility and better media coverage, and Caitlin's rise is proof that the sport has the potential to reach new heights. However, some players feel that her individual success is overshadowing the collective efforts of the league. It's a complex dynamic. On one hand, Caitlin's fame could be a gateway for more fans to discover the WNBA. On the other hand, it also highlights the disparities in how stars are celebrated.
What does this setting feel like? Is it another training camp? Is it a combination of teamwork and you to knock off some objectives that you want to get accomplished?
Yeah, I think it's definitely some of stuff I want to work on personally that I can work on with Coach Jesse, and then I think it's also a training camp vibe in terms of how long we're going and how hard we're going, just because you can't really do that in the season as much. But also it's different because I feel like we have such great connection. I came into training camp and I didn't know my teammates that well, but now we're starting to build that chemistry and starting to get on a roll that we come here and it's just you're continuing to add steps to it. It's not you're setting a foundation. It's just you're continuing to build and go up and up. So I think it's definitely we're not coming here to just shoot around and waste time. We're here to work.
This tension isn't new. In sports, there's always been a delicate balance between individual accolades and team recognition. But what makes Caitlin's case special is how quickly she's risen to the top without even stepping into the professional league. Another layer to this story is the power of social media. Caitlin's highlight reels and candid moments have gone viral countless times, reaching audiences that WNBA games sometimes struggle to capture. This new age stardom is something many players in the league didn't have access to when they started their careers. For Caitlin, it's a tool she's mastered. But for some players, it's a bittersweet reminder of how much the landscape has changed and how the spotlight isn't always distributed evenly. Despite the mixed reactions, Caitlin seems unfazed. Her focus remains on the game and her future. Some might say this recognition is just the beginning. With her skill set and charisma, she's poised to dominate not just the WNBA, but also the world of endorsements, media, and beyond. But as Caitlin continues her meteoric rise, the basketball world will have to grapple with what it means for the sport as a whole. Will her success open doors for others, or will it deepen existing divisions? One thing's for sure, Caitlin Clark isn't slowing down. Whether it's on the court or the pages of Forbes, she's making her mark. And while the WNBA players' jealousy may be understandable, there's no denying that Caitlin's journey is inspiring a new generation. Her story is proof that hard work, talent, and a little bit of flair can take you far, even if it stirs up some controversy along the way. Caitlin Clark has already changed the game, and by the looks of it, she's just getting started. Caitlin Clark's journey is just beginning, and whether you love it or hate it, she's already reshaping the narrative around women's basketball. What do you think her next big move will be? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that keep you thinking. See you next time.